Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. Today we're gonna talk about the welcome return of the plasma thrower, and that's this little beauty. It's a nice little unique weapon that is, I don't know if it's a bug. Well, they say it's a bug and they say it's not meant to exist, but if not, why do all the graphics for it exist? It's sort of a plasma flamer mixed with some other mods, and you get this. Let's have a look at that in third person view, if I can remember how to do that. Oh. There's the right button. So it's like an automatic flamer. Like the flamer isn't automatic. Right, so how do we make this thing? Well, first of all, you need a bog standard plasma gun. Let's have a quick look. To get the plans for the bog standard plasma gun, what does it say here? Treasure maps in the Toxic Valley and Savage Divide. Weapon plan spawns in Toxic Valley and Savage Divide. Has a low chance to be awarded from daily ops. You've got to be over level 15 to get hold of that one. And has a 10% chance to be awarded from patrol duty, whatever that is. But how I got mine is when I'm fighting the Blood Eagles, they have a chance to drop plasma weapons. Scrap enough of those to learn all the plans, and then this is what you can do with them. So let's have a little look-see what you need to do. So let's go and craft ourselves a plasma weapon. Probably going to need all my science cards to do that. So double check you've got all your science on. It makes them cheaper and allows you to craft energy weapons. So let's have a little look at that. So let's go to craft. So we're now on the crafting bench. Energy guns, I think it's in energy guns. Let's have a little look. See if we can find it. Clipping through, and there you go. Short plasma pistol. Now, please note, it's one of these weapons. It starts life off as a pistol, but you just change the stock and it becomes a rifle. So I'm going to make a pistol because I'm currently on my pistol build. So let's have a look. So make one of those, make a level 45. There you go. You need some adhesive, some circuitry, some fiber optics, some glass, some nuclear materials, some screws, and some steel. Very easy to get hold of stuff. So let's make one of those. One. Boom. Make. So right now it's called a short plasma pistol. Let's get out of that. Now let's go to mod. Leave your science perks on at this point. So let's go find short plasma pistol. There we go. So once you've gone through it all, this is what you can do. So I've got poker paint. I picked that up a while ago. I think it was on one of the scoreboards. Sights. You're going to be wanting to stick on it a reflex sight circle. It just makes the VATs a little bit cheaper. Yeah. Standard grip, as I said, you can adjust the grip and turn it into a rifle instead if you don't want to leave it as a pistol. But for now, just for the sake of this video, and I've already got one made, going to do a here's one I made earlier in a few minutes. Going to leave it on the standard grip. Barrel. Now, this is what turns it into the plasma thrower. We need a flaming barrel. So I'm just going to stick on a bog standard flaming barrel. These will all, or at least most of the options you can get after you've scrapped enough of these plasma weapons. Where's it gone? Flamer barrel. Let's pop one of those on. Now that will give us this. Let's have a quick look what we've done. So we've got a plasma thrower, or a plasma flamer as I like to call it at the moment. Why a plasma flamer? Because you got a plasma flame. It's got quite a decent range on it. Let's pop back into third person, wrong button. So there you go. It's about the same distance as a shotgun. You can see it getting the wall from over here. Go a bit further back. Yeah, so it's got a fair decent range on it. It's not bad. But we can do one better than this. Pop back into first person. Go back to modify. Now, how to change that? Whoops, sorry. Let's just have a look at that. So at the moment, as you see, it's got the little green things up there to indicate you're going to get a green flame. There you go. Now this is when they say this gun is an accident and it shouldn't exist. Well, if it's an accident and shouldn't exist, the one we're about to make, why do all the graphics exist for it? If the graphics didn't exist, or if the graphics do exist, it means they meant you to do this. So let's go to modify and repair again. Now, to turn it into a sort of automatic projectile blah 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 flamer, this is what you need to do. So go to your plasma thrower. You're now onto capacitor. And then you're looking for the pulse capacitor. This is the one that drains batteries by 5%. Why would you want that? You wouldn't. But mix that with the fact you've got the flamer on there as well. Pop that on. And now look, you can see in the picture, it's all turned a bit yellow. And now you've got yourself one of these. And why would you want this instead of the flamer? So let's go back into this again. Now remember, the flamer just about got that wall. Let's shoot through there instead. Look how far it goes. Woohoo! Right then, so remember I said here's one I created earlier. So yeah, I spun a few, and by a few I mean I spent about 200 modules creating this thing. I first of all got an anti-armor one, which was brilliant. Then because I'm a low health build, I eventually got myself a blooded one. Now, interesting, if you have completed the mission to get to Vault, bear with me, I always get the wrong number here. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? If you have completed all the missions to get to Vault 79 and you used the guys from Crater, you should have, if you did everything properly, got the Slug Buster. That is I believe, an anti-armor plasma gun that has relatively low AP usage. So that, if you've got one, is the perfect gun for doing this. And then you can use it in VATS. If not, prepare to use it outside of VATS. Right then, so we need a blooded plasma thrower. There you go. And it's the yellow goodness. Now, how good is this gun and how strong is it? As you saw, we popped on the, let me just have a look, the pulse capacitor, probably the weakest capacitor in the game, but it's the only capacitor that creates this gun. So how? It's good against anything in armor. I reckon this used to be a good player versus player weapon for, you know, draining the cores of players in armor. But let's see what it does for us now. Let's pop over to one of my favorite hunting grounds, Huntersville. You get a decent amount of mid to mid-high range super muties to play with. This game is not a boss killer, but it's good for day-to-day use. It takes down super muties and it takes down all the squishy stuff. Haven't tried it yet against Myer Kings, but it works really well against Myer in general. Now, this is a plasma weapon, so they're not silent. So, not going to bother sneaking with this. Let's just hope someone hasn't already been here and killed up. Oh, I'm being shot. There you go. So, let's just shoot it. There you go. Vaporized. Vaporized. That's a weird shimmery effect on that door. Let's see if we can do a bit of sneaking with this. So this is the distance. So distance isn't bad anything. Ah, that was a starred one, that was. That was a legendary. Make him go out the wrong door. So, aiming it's quite nice, as you see. It doesn't really have... it's nice. It's a nice stable gun. Doesn't really have any kickback. This is just hip firing. So it's really good aiming and it's really good hip firing. Let's look at that distance again. Yep. And it kills real quick. If you're not a low health character like this particular character I'm using today, anti-armor, as I said, the Slugbuster, if you've managed to get hold of it, brilliant. If not, you can try Aristocrats. If you're into Junkies, you can use the Junkies build. Yeah. Wow. Now, why I say the return, a couple of patches ago, they adjusted something or other in the way that Bethesda do, and it got rid of the pulse capacitor, or the effect of it, and it basically just, something about equaling up AP or something, you know, when they muck around with the weapons, to equal up the AP. Right, no. And then it just basically killed this weapon and stopped this particular effect happening. Then there was the update, not the mini one we've just had, the latest big update, where they readjusted all the AP and all that type of stuff, ruining the alien blaster. But it brought this back. So, welcome back, old friend, you were missed. Okay, what shall we try it on now? Let's try it on something like, hey, let's try it, as we said.
Sensors indicate the problem squatters have been removed.
Ooh, someone's just moved the unwanted squatters. Right then, let's try it against some Myer Kings. I've not tried it against Myer Kings. Right, there should be some in Sunrise Field. And hell, if we're feeling... I was going to say spicy. If we're feeling brave, we can try it out on a Myer Queen if there's still one around. I'm going to climb into some armor for that, though. Because as I said, I am a low health build, and acid attacks and low health build do not go together very well. Right, I got an Overeater's piece of armor here, so I am going to need to scoff some food just to make sure that I'm at full health and the Overeater armor is working as it should. Right, just a couple of little adjustments. Ooh, hello. The Queen's over there, trolling around already. So, I don't need Serendipity on. Because it doesn't work in power armor. So let's put on some Critical Savvy. Just going to pop up into legendaries. don't need electrical absorption, but I will need funky duds. Just level 2, it will do. Right, let's go get us some critters. So this is bog standard Myrloc, yeah. Dealt with Myrlocs quite nicely. Was that the queen I saw walking around earlier on, or was that just a Myrloc in the distance? Oh, right, there's Myrloc King. Whoa! Surely, no, that wasn't a Myrloc King. That would have been awesome if it was. Right, let's see if you can reach her from over here. Yeah, I mean, that is the queen. I'm just aiming down the thingy. It was only a level 60 though, so, you know. Let's not break out the party balloons for that one. What I really want to try it against is against the Myrloc King. Come on. Literally, you can't move for Myrloc Kings in here usually. Unless someone else... Oh, hello, there's one. Nope, just Scorched Myrloc Crab. Ooh, let's have a think where I can find some Myrloc Kings at short notice. There's usually one. Let's go to the swamps. There's usually something in the swamps. Just got to remember quickly where the swamp is from here. Right, if we go to Highland Marsh, there's usually some Myrloc Kings there. I mean, no, it's good against Myrloc Queens, but they're rather slow moving and you get to pick them off quite easily. Myrloc Kings, on the other hand, they fight back and they're as tanky as tanks. Alright, let's have another look. Or maybe, looks like someone else has already been here. Oh, hello. Right, Myrloc King, let's see what we're doing today. Ah, already dispatched. That was a bit easy. Any more? Oh. Ah, just the little baby critters. Yeah, so there you go. Shall we do it? Hello, what was that? So I thought for a second we had another Myer Queen pop up then. Right, we have basically taken on two rather strong critters there. Whoa, them things really want to follow me. Let's try one more toughie. Normally everyone runs down to Solomon's Pond roundabout now, but I don't think I've got Solomon's Pond activated. I haven't been there with this character yet. Oh, for good sakes. Well, that was a vampire, and that died nice and quick. Here comes another one. Bye bye, blood bug. Right then, shall we go and have a look at where everybody goes? Let's... Ooh, I've got another idea of a place. This is usually a much stronger queen. Let's go to the quarry. Now, normally you get a level 100 queen down here. Can't be asked to open that. Let someone else open that and find what's in there. Right, it's load. Let's go take on a level 100 queen. Let's see how it does with that. So I think the quarry normally has a level 100 Myrloc Queen. We saw how it dealt with a level 60. Oh, I forgot to have a little drink and a bit of an eat. Let's just use some perfect gum if I've got some. There you go. Instant food and water. So there's a Myer. Is she in? You in, Your Majesty? Oh, yep, there she is. Right, let's blasty blast blast. So this is a level 100. Let's shoot her in the face. Oh, Jesus Christ, it broke. Well, as you saw, it's doing fairly comparable business to the actual flamer. Boom! Down! Yes, please. Right. Oh, sorry. Apart from the gun broke, that was a plasma thrower. Where is it again? It's broken, but let's have a look at it. So that was a plasma thrower with the pulse capacitor on it and an aligned flame barrel with bruising grip. If you haven't made yourself one, remember also it can be made into a rifle as well. It is an automatic rifle, so it can be used with the automatic rifle perk cards. Just want to have a quick look at my build. No, I don't want to fix it right now, thank you very much. Just want to have a quickly look at my build. I am on a pistol build, so I've just got strong back, bandolier, ordnance express and blocker just to help me carry some stuff around. Over in perception, I've got some picklocks on. I've got tank killer because it is a pistol build, and I have the card for finding magazines because currently I've got to find a magazine to for this, well, today's missions. Then over in endurance, I've got the adamantium skeleton. Just do that so I don't get crippled quite so often. Rad resistant, low health build, so I need that. Fireproof, radical, rejuvenated. Charisma, I've got inspirational, bodyguard, strange in numbers and tenderizer. These are just the bog standard cards that you have in most builds. Over in intelligence, nerd rage for when I get below 20% health. Science, science and science, which helps energy weapons. Batteries included. It's an energy weapon and I've got lots of energy ammo. And gunsmith, just a little bit to stop the gun breaking. Granted, that one did break, but I've been using it for hours now. Action boy over in agility. Gorilla, expert gorilla, master gorilla. Those are your perks for automatic pistols. And we've got evasive as well. So each point of agility, which is currently full, adds +3 resistance to damage and energy. And then over in luck, we've got bloody mess, ricochet, class freak, starts genes, and critical savvy. When I've not got armor on, I swap critical savvy back to serendipity. Whilst below 30% health, gain 45% chance to avoid damage. No power armor. Now, if you're not going to be using VATS, get rid of evasive and use dodgy instead. Avoid 30% of incoming damage at the cost of 30 action points per hit. But if you are using VATS, don't use dodgy, just use 3 points of evasive instead. Does pretty much the same job. Just keeps you alive that little bit longer. That's about it, really. Yeah, so that's been a quick video on the plasma thrower, which I unfortunately have broken whilst making this video. If you haven't already got one, I have literally only seen me running around with it at the moment. So make one, give it a go. If you manage to get Slugbuster, it is literally the perfect anti-armor plasma gun to turn into a yellow plasma thrower. I have been Nomadic Moth. If you've enjoyed this video, please stick a like, and if you want any more of my videos, please hit subscribe. I've got about 40 of them now on my channel, most of them reviewing guns and other bits and bobs. I would also like to throw in a note of recognition to Angry Turtle. It was indeed one of his videos I saw many moons ago that first brought the yellow plasma thrower to my attention. And then, as I said, Bethesda removed it. But they've brought it back. So make yourself one, have fun with it until Bethesda do something else and screw it all up again for us. Okay, thank you very much. As I said, I've been Nomadic Moth, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now. Bye bye.